Hello everybody, it's Heather again with the process video, and hopefully this one actually works and turns out good. These are just some pictures of my daughter in 2012 when she was 2, on our Easter egg hunt that we had at our house. We were military. My husband was in the Marine Corps for 10 years. He just got out this year. Last year, the end of last year, he got out, and we rented a house right outside of the base that we were stationed at, and we had a whole acre of land, and it was super nice. And so we had the Easter egg hunt at our house for the squadron, for our friends from the squadron and their kids. And we had a big Easter lunch at our house, and everybody brought stuff. And we had the guys, or the husbands, all put the Easter eggs everywhere, all over the, the whole acre, and in the fields beside our house, which were not mowed. And they put eggs everywhere, and I mean the kids just had a ball. But I have so many pictures of this, and I printed a lot of them out, but some of them just aren't that great, honestly, and I'm trying to fit them on one. Here's some of the kids, and so yeah, a lot of these pictures are not going to make it on. And I just wanted to focus on the one picture, the two pictures that I actually got of my daughter that were kind of close up, and then the one of her and my husband holding hands, and he was helping her find the eggs. All the other kids, she was the youngest one there, and all of the other kids were older and were a lot faster, and had done the Easter egg hunt thing quite a few times. So she kind of needed some help from Daddy, and I was just kind of following everybody around taking pictures. So I just wanted to scrapbook this. And the collection that I'm using is Dear Lizzie Neapolitan. And I think I have one piece of paper out from Pink Paisley's. I don't know what the collection is, but this one is from Pink Paisley. And I'm not sure if it's going to get used. Not positive. It matches good with the colors, but the Dear Lizzie colors are kind of look like they're watercolored. So we'll see how this turns out. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So yeah. First one I'm going to do, this is vellum, and it's the clouds, the Dear Lizzie clouds vellum. And I want to use it, but I've never used vellum, so we'll see exactly. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but I definitely do want to use it. And I think that I like the effect of that with those together, like the hexagons showing through the clouds, and I think that's really cute. So I might do that. So first what I'm going to do is just mat these photos, and I'm going to mat them on this vellum, and then I'm going to mat the vellum on the Pink Paisley paper. So yeah. So I had a YouTube channel that's super old. I've had it for, I don't know, ever since YouTube started. I mean, a long time ago. And now you have to have a Google account, which I do. I have a Google account. And I have two YouTube channels. I have the one that I started with, which was years ago. And then I have a weight loss one because I've lost 80 pounds. And I follow a lot of different, I like them to be separate. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Anyways, I want them to be separate because I follow a lot of scrapbook a lot of scrapbook channels and people that do scrapbook videos. And then I also follow a lot of weight loss videos and a lot of people that's lost weight. And so I try to keep those separate so I don't have, like, I'm overloaded with new videos from people because I follow quite a few people on each channel. Well, the scrapbook channel is the one that I've had for years, and all of a sudden it won't let me upload videos from my camera. It'll let me upload them to that channel from my iPad, but when I try to do it with my camera, it says that I need a Google account, but it won't let me link my Google account to the old YouTube. Holy crap. I mean, so I just went and made a new YouTube channel and a new Google account, and so that's why there's like no videos on this channel. I don't know why, but I mean, I can't do process videos with an iPad. I mean, I'm sure there's some way that you could, but I don't have, you know, like, I don't have any way to do them here. So anyways, that's that. So it took me a while to upload that video, and it was frustrating me because the video editor on YouTube wouldn't work for me. I was trying to put pictures in the end of my video because after I made the video, I could, you know, I could tell that it wasn't that clear and that you couldn't really see it that well. And so I was going to put pictures on it. Well, it wouldn't work. So anyways, it is what it is. What can you do? I tried. So hopefully this turns out a little bit better. Hopefully it's a little bit better quality. My camera's a really good camera, but I use it for taking pictures, not videos. So I don't really know how to use the function. And I know that sounds crazy, but oh well. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. So, alright, so now I'm just trying to figure out if I want this, another, this layer to be bigger than the vellum, or if I want it to just be behind the vellum. And I think that I just want it to be behind. Pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. And so I'm pretty sure, I'm new to this ATG gun. I used to use just the little adhesive rollers or whatever. I was running out so quick. I use a lot of adhesive because when I first started scrapbooking, I don't know, a long time ago, I started scrapbooking when I was in like 7th grade. I'm 26 now, so I've been scrapbooking for quite a long time, and a lot of my older scrapbooks, the pictures are starting to come up, and it might have just been, you know, the adhesive that I used. I mean, in the first years that I was scrapbooking, I was actually using like glue sticks, and I mean, that crap, I guess if you get a good kind, it would probably work fine, but it doesn't work over years, you know. I mean, like I said before, we're ex-military, and when my husband was deployed, one of the times he was deployed, or our first deployment married with our daughter, my daughter and I moved back home with my parents, and because she was only she was a little under a year old, so sorry, I lose my train of thought very easily, if you can't tell. So our stuff was in storage, and we lived in North Carolina, and it's very hot summers. So that could possibly be, you know, one of the reasons why the adhesive came off of my pictures and stuff. But I just feel like this ATG stuff is like serious stuff. It's not coming up. So, alright. Now let me see how this looks. I really like the way that looks. That's cute. Super cute. You can't really see the clouds except for right here. But I like the way that it kind of, it gave it a different, I don't know, a different look. So there's that. And now I'm not quite sure what kind of paper I want to use. I think I'm going to use some, let me look through this pad and see if there are any like solid colors without a pattern. I don't want another pattern. That one could look good. Yeah, I like that. So this is kind of my process. Sometimes I will get things out from like a certain collection like I'm doing right now. Like I have the Dear Lizzy stuff out. Other times I don't. I'm just kind of like a hot mess. Yeah. Because I have all my paper stacks and papers right here close to me. So it doesn't really, excuse me, it doesn't really matter if I have it all out, but it kind of helps me with my process a little bit. So now I'm just trying to figure out how I want this. I want it right in the middle, or do I want it over here to the side to where I can put my title over here and journal. I think that's how I'm going to do it for now. Okay. I've got just about like everybody else in this world that scrapbooks. I got some of the Heidi Swapp stuff that was on clearance. I think these were on clearance. I don't even remember. I got them quite a while ago. But the mint and the pink and the yellow all go with this, you know, this collection. So I'm going to pull these out and see what I want to do with these. And then I also have a couple things here that I cut out with my Cricut over, you know, different, sometimes when I have scrap paper, I just, you know, cut some things out, like frames, circles, hearts. There's a couple little arrows, and I pulled these out of my little like stash that I have because they kind of, the pink and the yellow and this like coral color go with the collection. So, now I'm new to layering, so please don't pick on me. I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel like some people are just really good at the layering thing. And then some people just really aren't. And I'm one of those people that I just don't think I'm really that well. I'm not that great at it. But I'm sure I will get better over time and as I practice. And just about like everybody else that scrapbooks, I love doilies. Not everybody, sorry. So I decided to do this video because my daughter is actually taking a nap right now. So hopefully we won't be interrupted by that. And my allergies are acting up, so I am sorry for that. okay. Oh geez. These things are like stuck pretty good. Yeah, I took these to a crop with me a couple weeks ago, and they got, oh man, they were just like, they all came off of the plastic and are sticking to each other, and I hope they don't rip. Oh, this one's stuck good. Oh, that one ripped. My heart. I'm trying to think. I don't really want there to be too much stuff on this layout, but I don't want there to be so much blank space. Let me see. Let me go through this. And like I said, I really don't have a certain way I do things. I like the mason jars. I feel like those are kind of small, but I could cut a couple out. I could fussy cut a couple and then layer them. I just got to figure out which ones I want. Let me see. I like this one up here with the hearts, and I like this one with the stars. And as everybody knows, it's much easier to fussy cut if you cut it down smaller than trying to fussy cut with a bigger piece of paper. So, and I'm not the best cutter in the world, and we shall see how this looks. So yeah, a little bit more about me is, since I'm new to the videos, like I said, my husband just got out of the Marine Corps. We recently moved from North Carolina to Pennsylvania, and we were lucky enough the whole time my husband was in the Marine Corps, well, the whole time he was in while we were married. While we dated, he was stationed in Japan for 3 years. But after he got back from Japan, we got married, and well, that doesn't look too bad. Had our daughter, and we were lucky enough to be stationed in North Carolina the whole time. Except for his deployments, he was gone, obviously, but our station was North Carolina, and we're both from North Carolina. We met, in high school. We met before high school. So we're high school sweethearts. But we got really lucky and got stationed in North Carolina the whole time he was in. And then, of course, he gets out, and then we have to move away from home. And so it's been hard, just because, we don't know anybody. And he travels for work a little bit still. And I stay at home with my daughter. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and have been since the week before she was born. I quit working. But she'll start kindergarten this coming up school year, and I'm going to be going back to work. So I went to school for medical office, but I just don't know how that's going to be, because I haven't worked in so long. Sorry, my camera actually just like turned off by itself. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, so I just cut this little date thing and I'm trying to figure out where to put it. I think I'm gonna put it right there. I don't even know what I was talking about. This is horrible. This camera is such a good camera, and it's a very expensive camera. I've had it for a couple years. It's a Canon. My husband got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I love it, but sometimes I hate it. Okay, so now I know there's going to be a lot of blank space over here, and I don't know what I want to do. Let me see. You know, sometimes I just kind of like not that much stuff on a page, but sometimes I do like a lot of stuff. I'm just going through some sequence, and I like that. And that's enough sequence. So I hear my daughter's awake. I hear her back in her bedroom playing. So that should be interesting. She'll probably come out here and get all crazy on me or something. So this is another cutout from the Dear Lizzie Neapolitan. It's like a little Polaroid. So yeah, anyways, I think what I was talking about was my husband was stationed in North Carolina the whole time that he was in, and that was super nice. Super, super nice. We were so close to family. My daughter actually, you know, got to be around her grandparents, and so super nice. And now, of course, we're here and not in North Carolina anymore, and it kind of sucks, kind of sad, but I don't have any people, I don't know anybody here, and my husband, like I said, is a traveling mechanic, so he doesn't work with anybody. He works by himself, and his company is based out of Ohio, and so yeah, we just don't have anybody here, and kind of stinks. I met some really sweet ladies at a local scrapbook store. It's super nice. I mean, really, really sweet. But they're all my mom's age or older, and I mean, they don't have any younger kids. So I'm trying to find, you know, I think that would blend in too much. I'm trying to find somebody with some kids that are my daughter's age. So, okay, so I like the way this looks. I really, really, really like it. It looks really good. I'm definitely going to need something for some journaling. Not quite sure what to use. There are, I think, some, yeah, Oh man, I could use this. That might be too big. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to fussy cut this mason jar out, and it's got some lines on it and I can journal on that. And then I also just saw this and it says smile, and they're like little Pictionary, no, not Pictionary. Oh crap, what is that? Anyways, that game, the word game, I have the game and I can't even think of the name of it. That is going to drive me crazy. Anyways, so I think I'm going to cut that out. That is super cute, and I'm going to put it maybe down the side. I do not cut well. Oh my gosh, especially straight lines. Oh my gosh. That is off just a tad bit. So yeah, the ladies were super sweet at the local scrapbook store here. Very nice, but they're all older than I am, and I don't mind hanging out or, you know, scrapbooking, going to the like crops and stuff and hanging out with them there. But I really would like people my own age that enjoyed the hobby as well, that had kids to where, you know, my daughter had somebody to play with and hang out with as well. And I'm sure once she starts school and she's going to get into dance class next year, well, this year, whenever it starts back up for the following year. I already have a smile thing up there. Dang nabbit. Oh well, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to put smile on there twice. But once she starts school and dance, I'm sure I'll meet people my own age. So that will be nice. It'll be nice to have some friends. And then once, you know, I start working again, I'll meet people that way. And we live in a townhouse. So we have a pool here and like a playground or whatever. But it's way too cold to be playing on that playground. Well, today actually we're going to go because it's a little warm. But I'm sure like this summer when we're at the pool and stuff, we'll meet people, hopefully, down there. So I'm fussy cutting again. I'm so sorry that this video is probably going to be super long, and I'm sorry. I really enjoy watching the process videos. I know this might sound crazy, but I actually like to watch them while I scrapbook because I feel like somebody's sitting here with me. Like, sound like a crazy person, but like I said, I don't have any friends here, and my best friend in North Carolina, she scrapbooks, and we used to scrapbook together, and I had a couple more friends that scrapbooked. So, I know I sound crazy, but seriously, I like the fact that I feel like I'm talking to somebody. I'm not really talking to somebody, but I feel like somebody's here with me, like hanging out with me, like we're just scrapbooking together, you know? You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound crazy. Okay, so I like that. I like the way that looks. My daughter is making some kind of animal noise right now. She sounds a little crazy. So let me put the title on here, and then I will call it a day, and I will actually, yeah. I don't know. Oh. These letters are kind of weird. They're wobbly looking. And I think these are Dear Lizzie, and I think I got them. Actually, no, I know I got them from Tuesday Morning. I love that little store. For thickers, at least. I love it. Fun. Egg Hunt. Now, this is a title. I mean, it's kind of explanatory, right? But I'm not very good at titles. Not at all. I'm horrible with titles. I never know what to put except for the obvious, you know? I'm not very creative when it comes to titles. And I wish I were, because sometimes I see people's titles that are so super cute and I'm like, man, why didn't I think of that? Or why couldn't I have come up, you know, with something like that? That is just so cute. No, not me. I am not very creative when it comes to things like that. Yeah. Egg Hunt, the obvious, right? And I hope that you can actually see it. I think it stands out enough, the color. The pink is not the exact same. And I think I'm going to put a couple enamel dots. I don't know. I've got these. They're not really enamel dots. They're gems. And I like the bright coral color, but I also like the aqua color. So I think I'm going to use the aqua because it's a little less bright. So yeah, I like that. Perfect. And then I've got 3 more, and I'm going to put them in a group of 3 up here. And I hope that looks right. I'm so bad at this. Good. And I think that is it. That is my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and please subscribe, leave me comments. I would love to hear what you guys think, if you guys have anything nice to say. Thank you for watching. Bye.